Have you ever felt like the stock market is this ultra-exclusive VIP club and you just didn't get an invite? Well, let me tell you, you are absolutely not alone in thinking that. In today's Explainer, we're jumping right in to break down the exact mechanics of how to build wealth from literally absolute zero. We're going to focus on the core basics, index funds, free trading apps, and a little strategy called dollar cost averaging to tear down those financial walls once and for all. Let's dive in. Look, we're starting off by directly confronting the single biggest insecurity that holds people back. If you think investing is only for rich people, you're wrong. For generations, there's been this pervasive, honestly kind of toxic idea that to make money in the markets, you already need a massive pile of cash just sitting around. And you know what? That misconception keeps countless people just sitting on the sidelines, assuming the game isn't for them. But we are completely flipping that narrative on its head right out of the gate today.
The intimidating myth standing in everyone's way is that investing is an exclusive playground for the wealthy. But the actual reality, you can start investing with just $1. Seriously, you don't need a trust fund, you don't need an inheritance, and you definitely don't need a massive paycheck. The barrier to entry has been totally obliterated, bringing the starting line right down to the loose change that might literally be sitting in your pocket right now.
Here is our unintimidating playbook for this explainer. First, the investing wealth myth. Then, Step 1, index funds. Step 2, free trading apps. Step 3, dollar cost averaging. And lastly, the power of time.
Okay, Part 1, the investing wealth myth, breaking down financial barriers.
A single dollar is the exact, literal amount you need to take control of your financial future. And I want to be super clear here. This isn't a metaphor. It's not an exaggeration. It is a literal statement of fact in today's financial landscape. The psychological shift here is just massive. Because once you realize the minimum requirement is just a $1 bill, that old excuse of, I don't have enough money to start, just completely evaporates, doesn't it? It changes the whole conversation from, can I afford to invest, to, wait, why haven't I started yet?
Let's move to Step 1, index funds. Basically, the beginner's best friend.
To eliminate that fear of risk, you really don't need to be a stock-picking genius. An index fund is simply an investment that automatically spreads your money across hundreds of companies. Think about what that actually means for a second. You aren't desperately trying to find the needle in the haystack. You're just buying the whole haystack. You don't have to spend hours researching individual corporate earnings or guessing which company is going to release the next big thing. The index fund does all the heavy lifting for you, completely on autopilot.
And this is exactly why an index fund is the ultimate starting point. Because it spreads your money automatically, it naturally lowers your risk. If one company in the fund has a terrible year, it's balanced out by hundreds of others that are doing great. It provides steady growth over time, which really smooths out that wild roller coaster ride people usually associate with the stock market. And because it's so hands-off and secure, beginners absolutely love it. It is the perfect foundational building block.
All right, Step 2, free trading apps and getting that frictionless entry.
Platforms like Robinhood or Trading 212 have completely wiped out traditional barriers. I mean, think about the past. If you wanted to invest a few bucks, the trading fees alone would completely wipe out your investment before you even began. You'd literally lose money right out of the gate. But today, these modern apps mean no fees, no minimums, and zero complicated setup. They democratize the financial markets, ensuring your $1 actually goes straight into the market to work for you, instead of lining the pockets of a traditional broker.
The setup is insanely fast, too. No massive hurdles, no confusing paperwork to mail in, no awkward interviews in stuffy offices. Number 1, download the app. Number 2, deposit whatever you're comfortable with, even if it's just that single dollar. Number 3, you're done. You are officially an investor. The friction of getting started has literally dropped to zero.
Moving right along to Step 3, dollar cost averaging, also known as the growth engine.
So, what does this mean? Dollar cost averaging is just the strategy of investing a set amount of money consistently every single month, no matter what the market is doing. And the absolute brilliance of this strategy is that it completely removes emotion and guesswork from the equation. You aren't trying to perfectly time the market, which, fun fact, even the professionals fail at doing. Instead, you're setting a rhythm. You're building a habit. Up or down, your money goes in. And over time, this consistency is the real secret sauce to lasting wealth.
Let's anchor this concept with a highly approachable number, 20 bucks. $20 is a quick dinner out, maybe a couple of fancy coffees. It's a highly manageable amount for the vast majority of people, making this whole concept of dollar cost averaging super relatable and incredibly accessible.
And here's the massive aha moment. Over 10 years,
That tiny $20 a month grows into over $3,000 without you doing anything extra. By simply automating that small monthly investment into your index fund on your free app, compounding growth does all the heavy lifting. You set the system up once, let it run quietly in the background of your life, and time plus market growth literally turns a small habit into a major financial milestone.
Finally, Section 5, the power of time, your ultimate currency. There's a famous saying, the best time to start investing was yesterday, the second best time is right now. Consistency and time will beat starting capital every single time. We've just seen that you only need $1, that the apps are totally free and the funds manage themselves, so there are quite literally no excuses left. The only variable you actually control right now is when you decide to begin. Waiting until you have more money is the exact trap the wealth myth relies on. Time in the market is what creates massive growth.
So the playbook is officially yours. What's your next move? We've broken down the barriers, we've given you the exact tools, and we've completely demystified the strategy of the $1 investor. The reality is crystal clear. The mechanism to build wealth from zero is sitting right there in the palm of your hand. The second best time is right now. So tell me, what will you do with your first dollar?